You need help in this zone right here. Because if it's not here and you're here, it's the same thing. You're ready to go to the next level. You're ready to go, but your beliefs are there. You can feel it. You can see it in your head. You're like, I got this. But for some reason, it feels like you're dragging a pile of rocks around with you. And then you get tired of being so skiwampus in the middle, and you can't get to here. So you'll drift back here, be here for a while, and then you go back at it again. Talking about paradigms, perceptions. So a belief is our perception about self, others, life, and outcomes. So you have a particular set of beliefs, and inside that set of beliefs, there are certain things you can accomplish, and that's it, because that is in your realm. This is your realm, and you can produce this over and over and over again. You got this. Like, that's just not hard for you at all to produce that. But if you want to produce this over here and you see this and you're like, I want to do that. And you're like, oh, man, I want a green star instead of a blue star. Well, you could try to do the green star, and try to hold on to your beliefs, but you have to have a different set of beliefs. It's just a different way of seeing things. And so this is what people don't understand, is that we literally are limited by our perceptions about self, others, life, and outcomes. And you can't get out of it until you go to shift your perception about yourself, others, life, and outcomes. And again, I'm not saying religious beliefs. So some churchgoers are like, oh, are you talking about my testimony of God? I'm like, no, I'm not saying change your testimony of God. I'm saying your beliefs about yourself, because some of them are skewed and some of them are very low level thinking. And your beliefs about others is low level, and your belief about life and outcomes, like, oh, things will never work for me, all that kind of stuff is not serving you as you want to go towards these other things. And so if you want, to have a higher, if you want to get the green star, if that's what you want, then you have to have those set of beliefs. That's just how it works. And if you don't want to have these kinds of beliefs, well, then you get to stay here. But if you shift your perception, then you can go into this space and have the big green star. And all stars are good. They're all good. They're just at different levels. So as we're doing this, we can see what's possible. And the in-between zone, you have this belief tugging at you, and you have this belief you're trying to believe. And so you're in this ping pong battle between these two beliefs. And this is where discomfort is, because you're not quite sure. And this is where confusion happens. So most people, to solve their confusion, they go back to where they used to be. That's how they solve confusion. Oh, I'm so confused, I can't do this. So they go back. Rarely will you see a person go, wow, I'm so confused, I'm going to step forward. They hardly do that. They go back to the familiar. This is familiar, right? And of course, then the opposite is true, is that this is unfamiliar. And then all of a sudden, the unfamiliar at this point becomes the thing that is bad. Familiar seems so much more comfortable. So to drift back, to go here, just feels like such a relief. It's the way we've always done things, honey. Hey, wow, this is amazing. But the middle zone is the uncomfortable zone, because once you develop your beliefs to be this, it's not uncomfortable anymore. It's a new kind of comfort. This is comfortable right here, and this is comfortable. They're both comfortable. What's uncomfortable is the middle. So developing and having new beliefs about yourself, others, life, and outcomes is a new comfort zone. And so when you get here, it's like, oh, I love it. But right here is a pain. This is just a pain. It's painful. It's so brutal to be stuck in the middle. It's hard work. It feels messy. It just feels like you're a fish out of water. I mean, it's just rough because you're in between the two zones. And of course, there's always the next one that we could work towards. And it just is a never ending experience to grow. But our job is to get through the middle zone between each one of these, is to get through this. Because if we don't ever learn how to get through the middle, we'll never get anywhere. We'll just stay here, which is fine. These are cool stars. I'm not going to judge somebody's stars that they choose to live with. I just know that there's more. And I'm going to go for it. But the toughest spot is when you're right here and you have a reaction. Okay, this is where reactions happen. This is where the reactions happen, is right in the middle. Because now it's like, what are you doing? All this stuff comes up from the past, warning you of what could happen if you try to do this. And so here's all the glitches that happen right here in the middle. And it's predictable that if you try to go from this level of belief of self to this level of belief of self, you're going to go through discomfort and reactions. And guess what? The same thing happens up here too. It's predictable. So the more you want to grow, the more you get to pass through this cleanup. When you go to look at your beliefs, you're limited. Now notice this, you're limited because the pain, these red dots are pain. The pain keeps you here. But if you're willing to work through the hurts and pains, then you'll reach to the new level of beliefs. And if you're willing to work through pains and hurts and embarrassments and sadness and all the frustration and irritation, you work through those, you'll reach a new level. But guess what people don't want to deal with? Pains and hurts and reactions. That's what stops them. Pains and hurts and reactions keep them right where they're at. But you can have any of this. Now, here's something, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I'm going to say it, is that here's the kicker part, is that people will change their beliefs. They'll change their beliefs and they'll upgrade their beliefs, but they won't address the pains. And so they're stuck right here. And I bet you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that's where you're at. Because that's what I feel when I think of you, is that you are changing your beliefs about yourself and you are pulling away from these old beliefs, but you're getting yourself into your hurts and pains that have limited you for years of your life. And you are right here. Your beliefs are ready to be formed and they're happening, but you don't want to address the pains, the hurts, the uncomfortables, the heavies, you want to run away. And so you let these pains get big on you. They get big on you and you think, oh no, this is terrible. And then you go back and then you come back to here. Or maybe you're here and it's happening right here. It doesn't matter what stage it is. It's the same thing. You're just going through the same thing. I don't care if it's from here to here or here to here, but I bet your belief, like your head, is there. Because that's the kind of people I attract to this mastermind. Let me just tell you what I know about you. I attract people to this mastermind, and I'm very clear what my job is with you. You have your beliefs being formed. You are caught in your hurts, your pains, your worries, your stresses from your past. Your past is messing with you. Your head can see it, but your emotional state can't reconcile it. And that's what I keep getting impressed to teach you and to train you on. Yes, I can teach you content. Yes, we can help you with tech. Yes, we can help you with all kinds of stuff, but you need help in this zone right here. Because if it's not here and you're here, it's the same thing. You're ready to go to the next level. You're ready to go, but your beliefs are there. You can feel it. You can see it in your head. You're like, I got this. But for some reason, it feels like you're dragging a pile of rocks around with you. And then you get tired of being so skiwampus in the middle and you can't get to here. So you'll drift back here, be here for a while, and then you go back at it again. Tell me if I'm on with this. Am I on with you? So I know you got the smarts, right? You got the smarts. Yeah, click the raise the hand button or post a comment in the chat and tell me, because I know who I'm attracting. I'm attracting smart people who have emotional blocks, who need to get organized for the next level. That's who I'm attracting. That's who you are. You're a smart person with an emotional block who's ready to get organized for the next level. I know it. I know that's who you are because I get you. I've talked to you. You're smart. You're brilliant. You got what it, you got the thing to teach, and you know you can, but your beliefs are kind of battling back and forth, but you know that you can move your beliefs, but it's this stuff that's coming up. And it can push you back. But if you're going to go from here to here, or here to here, or I could just keep drawing the levels after levels after levels, the more you tune into what the process is of progression, the process of progression is empower your mind, help your heart become more clear. Empower your mind, help your heart become more clear. That's the process of progression. Get your head focused. Who are you? Who are you going to serve? What are you going to do? How's it going to work? You make all these decisions. And now your head's in the right place, and then you try to go for it, and then stuff comes up. It happens to everybody, not just you. It happens to me. It happens to everybody.